Hello students, welcome back, and in today's lecture we are continuing our unit and dimensions topic. So the third topic of this chapter we are learning errors. We already have finished unit, dimensions, and now third topic we are learning measurements, means mainly errors. Okay, so third topic starting today is based on errors. Let's understand first what are the errors. Okay, suppose for example I say that you want to measure the length of this whiteboard, and you can write, suppose three students are measuring the length of this whiteboard. Student A write answer like this way. He says the length of this board is equal to 3 meter. Okay. Another student measuring the same length of this board, of the same board, and he says that length is equal to 3.0 meter. And one more student, he says that my length is what? 3.00 meter. Okay. Three students measuring the length of the same board and they getting answer like this. One student saying just 3 meter, one saying 3.0 meter, and another saying is 3.00 meter, right? Now, can you tell me that what's the difference between these? Is there any difference, or everybody measuring the same length, same answer? Okay, the answer is exactly same only, everybody getting what? 3 meter only, right? But why they are writing like different things, like this writing just 3 meter, this writing 3.0 meter, that writing 3.00 meter? This is because they are measuring with the help of different instruments. They are getting this type of answer because they are measuring with what? Different instrument. Now what's the meaning of this? Try to understand. This student, he is measuring with some instrument which measure directly 3 meter. It means that guy can make error of what? In that instrument he is using, he can make error of what? He can make error of like 1 meter. This digit here itself he can make what error? Instead of reading 3, he can write 4 meter, or he can write like 2 meter, right? Yes, no? He can make error in what? That digit. His instrument is what? Not precise. Okay. Now look at this guy. He writing 3.0. Means what error he can make? He can make error in only in what? This digit, right? Here only. Like he can write answer like 3.1, or he can write 1 less than he can write what? 2.9. Right? So his instrument is more precise than what that. That making error of direct like 1 meter more or 1 meter less. This guy making error of what? 0.1 meter more or 0.1 meter less. So his instrument is what? More precise, right? Okay, let's go to this guy. This guy making error what? He wrote answer as 3.000, right? It means what error he can make in last this digit only, right? It means what he can do error like 3.01, or he can write answer like what? 2.99. So what's the meaning of all these things? This student is measuring with what? The instrument which is what? Least precise. Okay, his answer is what? May be wrong also, and wrong by a big value, because he is measuring writing like 3 meter, means he can make error of directly what? 1 meter in that instrument. So if he is making error like big error will be 4 meter, or smaller than this will be what? 2 meter. So this is not a good result, right? He making error of like 1 meter. So this is the error he is making. So this itself called what? Your least count. Okay. Yes, the smallest error we can make is called what? Simply least count. We will talk about least count again in next part when we learn instrument like vernier caliper and screw gauge. Okay, this student can make how much error? He make error what? Just 0.1 meter he can make, like 0.1 meter more or 0.1 meter what less. And this student can do what? 0.01 meter error. So this is making what? Smallest error if you see, right? Everybody gave same answer only 3 meter only, but this gave with what? More accuracy, right? More precise answer, because he is measuring with the instrument which is what? Very precise, which has very small least count, right? Yes, and he making this much error only 0.01 meter. So this is the most accurate answer among these 3 answers, right? Yes, so he is making what? Smallest error. His instrument can make what? Smallest error, and this guy's instrument make what? Biggest error in this measurement, right? Here. So now you understood that why we need what? To understand error, because error can be big or small. More the precise instrument, more will be smallest will be error in that measurement, right? Okay. So now let's talk more about error, and we talking here types of error first. Types of error. Yes, 3 types we will talk broadly. Okay, Let me write one by one. First we talk is called absolute error, and we represent by some del x symbol. Yes. What are the absolute error? These are simply difference of your what is correct value and what you have measured, right? Now it's a difference of simply what the true value or correct value and the measured value. Okay, so let me write it in simple way. What is the definition of this? This del x is nothing but what? It's a difference of true value or correct value, right? And measured value, what you have measured, right? So suppose for understanding true value, call as suppose x symbol, and measured value we can give some small x1 symbol, right? Then what is this del x? This del x is nothing but what? Simply x minus what? x1, correct? And we write here in modulus because this value will be always positive. Why? I will tell you a little later. Okay, yes. So this is absolute error, simply difference of this. Now what is important about this? Very important thing I am telling you. This absolute error has what? A unit, because you are taking difference of two things. Suppose you say you measuring length of board, you say correct value is what? Your 3 meter, and somebody student has measured is 2.5 meter. Then I am asking you what is absolute error? You say 3 minus 2.5, so your answer is what? 0.5 meter. There is a unit here, right? Correct. Very important. So the absolute error has a unit. This thing has a unit. Correct? Yes. And what is that unit? Whatever the things you're talking, that same unit it will only come. You're taking difference of 2 length, answer comes in length. You're taking difference of 2 mass, answer comes in terms of mass, right? Yes. It has a unit. Very important. Okay. Then what is second type of error? This is called what? Relative error. Relative error. And how we represent? We represent by del x by x. So it's very simple. What is this? Del x is called absolute error. X is what? Your true value. So absolute error by true value, this ratio is called simply what? Relative error, right? So how I write definitions? We say that ratio of absolute error to our what? True value, right? This is called what? Your relative error, right? Now what is important here? So when you want to write relative error, how you will write? You say that relative error is what? Del x by x. Clear? Now understand here. Like this error has a unit. Now can you tell me whether this error has a unit? No, it doesn't has unit, because same thing like del x by x. This also has a unit, this also has a unit, unit get cancelled. So what is important? Has no unit. This type of error has what? No unit. Keep in mind. Okay. Let's see then third type of error. So which is most important for us? Third type of error is called percentage error. And what is this? We represent by del x by x into what? 100. So this is nothing but what? Del x by x means your relative error. You multiply with what? 100, you get your answer in terms of percentage, and it's called what? Percentage error. Okay. So del percentage error, right? What is percentage error? Simply I'm saying that del x by x into what? 100. Here you get answer like 2%, 3%, 4%. Some percentage answer you will get always, right? Okay. Now what is important here? What about unit of this unit? This error. This error has no unit. So this error also has no unit, because just we multiply a number only, that's all. So this also has no unit. Correct? We get some number answer only, right? 2%, 3%, right? Yes. Okay. These are the three types of error we have mathematically. Okay. Absolute error, relative error, and percentage error. Correct? Now we have to talk some very important properties of this error. I mean some tricks that I will tell you, which will help to answer your questions. Okay, if you understand these ones, the solving the problems will be very easy for you. Okay, so now we are learning that how we find error in some mathematical operations. We have 4 mathematical operations. You can multiply some quantities, you can divide, you can subtract, or you can add them, right? So in this we have to find what? Error. The question they ask in exams will be extremely simple once you understand this concept. Before going to this, okay, let's write first errors in mathematical operations. Okay. Yes. Before I start this topic, how we answer the question, we have to understand all these things. I want to tell you some tricks to you, okay? And these tricks you have to remember. What are the tricks? Yes, it will help you to answer your questions very quickly. Point number one, always you have to remember that always treat errors as positive. Very important thing. Every error you will talk in this topic now onward, any question you talk, errors always you have to call as what? Positive. Correct? Even negative error is given in calculation, we have to treat it as a positive error. Right now? Yes. Okay. Second trick. Errors are always added. Yes. All errors are what? Always added only. You cannot subtract error. Like I say, to understand this, suppose there are two students, correct? And as this guy did, they are doing some test, and this student did error of plus 3%, and there is a B student. I say this did error of minus 4%, right? These are two students. Student 1, he did error of plus 3%, and student B, he did error of what? Minus 4%. Now I ask you to do some operation. I say that let's multiply the error of these two students, A into B. What is the answer? You might say that 3 into 4, you say minus 12 answer, right? No, answer you have to write what? Plus 12%. No, just a minute. So I am asking to multiply the error of the student. You might say answer is like mathematical, like 3 into 4. You say minus 12%. This is what? Wrong. Not like this. There is simple rule that errors are always added. I will explain even more. Yes. You have to add the errors like 3 plus 4%. What is the answer? 7% is the answer. This was a negative error. Still you have to call it as positive. And you have to add simply them. 3 plus 4 is 7%. Right? I ask you to divide these two errors, A by B. You know what is the answer? You might say that is minus 3 by 4. Wrong answer again. Not like that. Again answer is what? 3 plus 4. What is the answer? 7%. Again you calling this positive. Even you dividing them, still you calling what? Addition of them. Answer is again what? 7%. It's very simple and interesting. Okay. So even I am multiplying, still you adding them. Even I am dividing, still you adding them. Same thing will also happen when they ask addition or subtraction mathematical operations, but error will be absolute error. I will explain one by one. Okay. Yes. Let's first come to here and okay. Let's talk first thing here. Errors. I said we are learning how you find errors in mathematical operations, right? So first type of operation we are learning errors in multiplication or division. Multiplication or division. Correct. What's meaning of this? If some formula is given where two quantities, three quantities are multiplied or divided, then how you find error? Suppose I write some formula that some x is given by a power small a, b power small b and c power small c, like this one. Some formula is given. Here things are multiplied or divided. Quantities are multiplied a into b by what? C. In that case, how you write the errors? What's they in questions they will give error in what? A, B and C. These are three quantities and error in these will be given to you. They ask us what's the error in what? X. So how we write? What's the rule says that in multiplication division the relative errors are what? Got added. The sum of relative errors of these individual quantities like A, B, C simply equal to what? Error in that relative error in that quantity. Means how you can write? You can write like del x by x, or you want to write in percentage, I can write percentage. Okay, let me write first relative. Then if power is there on some quantity, like here a power small a, power is multiplied in that quantity. Power is what? Multiplied in that quantity. So a into del a by a. Okay, yes. Then these two things are multiplied. Again power is b, b comes in front, del b by b into what? 100. Now this thing is okay. First I am writing relative only, so this much I should write. Yes. Then C is divided, still write what addition. I said that every error is what added only, every error is what positive only, right? Yes. C times of del capital C by C. This is what your answer of relative error. If they ask what is relative error, this answer. But I have seen maximum time they ask us what percentage error only. So same formula you can write in terms of percentage, just multiply 100 everywhere. So same answer how you will write? You can write like this one. Del x by x into 100, this is a percentage answer, is equal to a times of del a by a into what 100 plus b times of del b by b into 100 plus c times of del c by c into 100. This is the way to write, correct? So in questions they can give what absolute error, like these are absolute error and correct values, or they can give percentage error, or they can give relative error. All type of examples I will discuss with you. Right now I am teaching the theoretical concept. So in multiplication division, what we do, the sum of individual relative error or percentage error is equal to the error in that given quantity, right? Generally we have to find error in that quantity, right? Yes. So what 3-4 rules once more I am telling. Rule number 1, everything you have to call as positive. These are not rules, I am just telling, these are tricks. Everything you have to call as positive. Even the error is given negative, like here is given some error is given a that minus 2%, still you will call that 2% only, okay? Yes. Every error is always added only, correct? Yes. This adding means depends on what operation is this, like this type of operation, then relative error is what added. So in this type of things, what error is added? Suppose let me write this point more clearly. In this type we have to add relative, or you can call what, or you can call percentage also, errors are added, right? Where they are added? In case of what? Multiplication or division operation, right? Like this formula type, okay? Yes. If here some formula is given like x is equal to a plus b, then here percentage error will not be added, here absolute error will be added. That we will talk in second topic. This is first part we are learning mathematical operations in multiplication or division, okay? Yes. Now powers are given like this way, a power given, then that power is multiplied what? Error in that quantities. Powers are multiplied. A power is given to some quantity with error in that quantity. This much is enough to answer any question based on what this, and maximum time they have asked question based on what? Multiplication or division, 99%, okay? Yes, almost every year there is one question based on what? Error, like this, and it's very simple. Once we solve the problem you will understand then. So once more what I am telling, we are talking about errors in mathematical operations, and first part is learning errors in multiplication division, and second topic will error in what? Addition or subtraction. So multiplication division, what are the rule? Everything you have to call positive, everything you have to add, all errors you have to treat as positive. Even negative power is given, like here in this power also some negative power will be given. Negative power also you have to treat as positive only. Negative power is given, right? Treat as what? Positive. Yes. There is no negative word at all in our errors, right? Everything is what? Positive. We are very positive people, right? Yes. So once more, errors in multiplication division, you are talking some formula will be given where things are multiplied like a into b and divided like by c. Then what we have to remember, that everything we have to call positive, every error we have to add. Here 3 quantities are given a, b, c, so 3 errors will be given, error in a, error in b, error in c. We have to add the errors, that's all, okay? Yes. And what error we have to add in this case? Multiplying and dividing, percentage error, because rule says that the sum of the relative errors on this side is always equal to that. It's a relative, or you can write the same into percentage by multiplying on both sides, correct? Yes. So in this case we are adding what error? Percentage errors are added, or relative errors are what added, you can say, right? Powers are given in some quantity, then power is multiplied with the error in that quantity. Even negative power is given, you have to call it as positive power only. These are some simple rule, okay? Now let's do practice on this, okay? Okay, so we are talking about the errors. The first topic we are talking, the errors in multiplication and division, and once more I am telling the tricks once more, okay? Let's see. Trick number 1, every error we have to treat as positive, right? Yes. Yes or no? Everything we have to call positive. Even negative error is given minus 2%, but in calculation writes what? Just plus 2%, right? Second rule, not rule, sorry, tricks, okay, rule, errors, okay, are always added. And in this case, which error is added? You say relative, or you can say percentage also. Relative or percentage error we have to add in this case, right? Yes. Then if power is given, power is multiplied with error in that quantity. Yes, even negative power is given. Negative power is to be treated as what? As positive error. Yes, there is no negative, even error, powers, nothing is called what negative in this topic. Everything will be positive. Simply you have to add them. So general formula when writing, suppose some formula is given, x is equal to a power, let's say write some p, a power x and b power y, c power z, correct? Then if you have to write their format, error in ABC will be given, they will ask you what is error in P. So what is simplest way? You write like this one, del P by P into 100 will be equal to power multiplied with the error in that quantity. So del A by A into what? 100, right? Y times of del B by B into 100 plus Z into del C by C into 100. This way we have to write, okay? Now we will talk about the pattern of the question, how they have asked in our exam. Okay, maximum time they ask a simple question, direct percentage error is given, because if you see these values are nothing but percentage, like this, like error in A is 2%, so the whole thing is what, like 2. Error in B is given 3%, this is 3%, like these are the directly percentage errors. Okay, so directly sometime they gives percentage error to you, directly you have to just put in formula, that's our answer. Even once you understand, no need to put the formula directly we have to do, I will tell you how to do. Or sometimes they will give absolute and what correct value, like del A, this is called absolute error in what A, and A is correct, is what correct value. That format also will talk. Okay, so let's do one by one all these patterns which they have asked in exam. Okay, so now we are doing purely the pattern which they have asked in our exam. So pattern number 1, right? I can give some name directly. Percentage errors are given, right? Okay, let's talk about this. With help of example, we'll talk. Okay, so let me talk some example. Again, questions can be given in words, like they will say something and you write formula by yourself. In that case, that formula will be known to you. Or they can give some unknown formula, anything like this way. That's also okay. So we'll discuss both type of questions. First, right, like some question, if error in measurement of kinetic energy, measurement of mass of a body is 3% and velocity is -2%, find error in kinetic energy measurement. Like these are the previous questions. Okay, yes. If the error in the measurement of mass of a body is 3% and the velocity is -2%, find error in the measurement of kinetic energy. So here, this is the first type of question. They will say, and this formula we know, we have to write by ourselves and give the answer. Okay, yes. So we know what is kinetic energy is simply half mv square. Okay, yeah. Before I solve this, there is one more small thing you can remember. Very important here. Constants doesn't affect error, right? If constants are coming some number, you don't need to worry about error, forget them. Okay, because constants thing doesn't cause any error, only variables cause what? Error. So like here, half is a constant, this doesn't play any role, so we will not write anywhere in what? Error, forget it. Okay, now you will see these two things are multiplied, right? mv square. So this is this topic multiplication or division. So directly you write what? That format. Okay, so you write like del E by E into 100 is equal to m coming. You write del m by m into 100. Now on V there is a power, so plus always, everything we have to add 2 times of del V by V into 100. Right, now error in mass is already given to us. How much given? What? 3%. You write here directly 3%. This directly percentage is given. 2 times of error in what? Velocity, which is given what? Minus 2%. But you will call here what? 2% only. No negativity, alright? 3 plus 4, what is the answer? 7% is the answer of this question, right? Okay, once you understand this process, you don't need to write all this long. If percentage are given, it's become very simple. Just look here. What's the error here? M. 3%. 3 plus 2 into error here. 2%. 3 plus 4 means what? 7% directly, right? But this is the correct way to write. We'll talk some more example about this, okay? Okay, second question let's we do on error. When percentage errors are given to us. Let's write one more question. If error in the measurement of radius of a sphere is 2% and its mass is 1% or let's say 3%, find error in density measurement, okay, in density. Yes, if error in the measurement of radius of a sphere is given 2% and mass is given what? 3%, we have to find error in the measurement of its what? Density. Okay, this formula also we know. So this type of question where formula we know, they will ask like this way. Then second type of question also I will talk. Okay, first density of a sphere is what? Is mass by volume. Correct. Sometimes directly mass and volume error is given, directly this is the answer here. But here mass and radius they give. So let's write volume, mass by 4 by 3 pi r cube. Correct. This is the formula first. Now first thing we know that these are a constant, doesn't matter in what error. They doesn't cause any what error, right? Okay, let's write format. How you write? Del rho by rho. Percentage error in what? Density. Here these two things are what? Divided. So that rule. Percentage error we have to add. Del m by m into 100. Okay. Now, it's a division what? R cube. Okay. Yes, power 3 multiplied here into what? Del r by r into what? 100. Positive power, negative power doesn't matter. You have to treat always as positive only, right? Okay. Error in mass is given. How much given? Mass is given what? 3%. Okay. This is 3%. Then 3 times of error in radius, which is given what? 2%, even plus 2%, minus 2%, everything we have to call plus 2%, okay? 3 plus, this becomes 6, so answer is what? 9%. How you understood this? That how you finding errors? Very simple. So, directly also you can answer m by r cube, this doesn't matter. M error is given how much? Where it is 3%, 3 times of error in r, which is given 2, 3 into 2 is 6, right? 6 plus 3 is what? 9%, okay? Directly also you can do. They can ask like this way, they doesn't give formula, we have to write formula by ourselves and give the answer. Or second type question means they can give formula by themselves. They said something, if P is equal to some formula is given, write A cube root of B by C. Some formula will be given to you, maybe known or unknown, doesn't matter, okay? Yes. And they will give formula and they give error in that quantity that are coming here. If error in A, B, C are say 1%, 4% and minus 2% respectively, then question says find error in P. This is your question. So some formula is given to you and the quantities that are coming, this formula A, B, C, 3 terms are coming, 3 quantities are coming and error on those are given. Again percentage error is given. The first pattern we are talking where directly in questions percentage errors are given, okay? Yes. They are asking what is the error in the P. So same procedure directly also you can answer. What is the answer directly? Answer? A cube means 3 times into error in A. Error in A is given what? 1%, so 3%. Then root means what? Power half. So half into error in what? B, which is given 4%, half into 4 means 2%, 3% here, 2% here and C is given directly 2%, negative given but you have to call positive. Okay, 3%, 2% and 2%, 7% is the answer. Oh, correct way is what? Del P by P into 100 you wrote. Okay, A cube means 3 comes in front, del A by A into what? 100. Then root B means what? Half. Root B means power halves. del b by b into what 100, then divided by del c by c into what 100. These are multiplication and division, so we are writing what these errors are added, percentage error or relative error also you can say. Okay, so let's see 3 times of error in A. How much given error? 1%. Done. Okay, half error in B given what 4%, plus C given what 2%. So this become 3 plus 2 plus 2 means what is the answer? 7% is the error in the P quantity. Right? Yes. Okay, this question can be asked in terms of symbol also. Not always that doesn't give like number like 2%, 3%. They can give like X%, Y%. Doesn't matter. Okay. For example, like this question, they say some P quantity is given by A X. A says something like square B by root C. This formula is given, almost same formula, and the error here can be given like this. They say error in A is what X%, error in B is what Y%, error in C is what Z%. Means as a symbol can be given, no problem. Same way to answer. Okay, so same way to answer. Can I answer directly? Like error in A is what 2 times of error in A, so 2 into X, 2X. B Y% given, root C means half into what Z. So how will write answer of this? Let me write full format. Del P by P is equal to 2 times of del A by A into 100 plus del B by B into 100, or root C means power half, so half into del C by C into 100%. So 2 times of error in what A is given what X, Y, B is given what Y, and here Z given Z by 2. So that's your answer, percentage answer, right? Done. Correct. So this is the first way of asking, means directly percentage error is given, and what type of operation we're talking? We're talking like addition, multiplication and division type of thing. Something divided, something are multiplied, right? That type of thing. And maximum time is 95% they have asked only this type of questions only. The second part where some things are added and subtracted and we have to find error, that's not much important, but we'll talk at the end. Okay.